So to start our crayons, you're first going to have to mix your own color because we want each crayon to be completely unique. So you need to mix at least 2 colors together before you start. I would not mix more than 2, 3 at the most. You have all the colors listed here, and then there's also a container with white if you want to add white to a color as well. So there's white as well. Everybody should have a plate and a brush. Make sure you go ahead and grab whatever color you want. For instance, I think I'm going to go with orange today. Get a decent amount of the paint that you want on your tray. And then make sure you get a paper towel and really wipe that color off between getting new colors. Okay, so I'm going to start with orange and yellow. I'm going to make kind of a yellow-orange crayon today. So get the colors you want, get them mixed up on your plate. That way everybody has their own mixing tray today to make their own original color. The goal is just to make sure that it is different, you notice, in some respects, lighter or darker than the colors that are here. So you are only mixing how many colors? 2, correct. Now, to actually paint your crayon, you are not going to have to paint the center part at all, because if you notice, that's where the paper was going to go. So you need to probably hold it in the center, get the top painted, as well as the bottom, and I would say just put it an inch or 2 down around the side so that your paper is big enough to cover. You're going to have to kind of blot it in there a little bit to make it work. If you need to mix more colors to get enough paint, go right ahead. If you did a good job last time of really smoothing out that plaster, the painting part should be fairly easy for you. Once your paint is dry, we've got to go ahead and make our label for our crayon. Now, for your crayon label, just get a black scrap of paper. You're going to cut it into an oval. You don't want to make the oval too big, just because we want to make sure that it will fit well on the crayon. Okay. On the oval, you've got some metallic pencils. Go ahead and write your name. I tend to write it in cursive or block letters or something that makes it a little more fancy, and that's going to be kind of like the name of your crayon. You can decorate it a little bit if you want, if you have time. If we're low on time, I would save those steps for the end or when you take it home. So let's pretend I decorated and it's beautiful. Okay. Now, once you've got the label done, you're going to get a piece of paper out of the cabinet that is close to your crayon color. It does not have to be a perfect match. So for mine, I grabbed orange, but it's not going to be this bright orange like what I created. Now, if you paint it up 2 inches on the bottom and 2 inches from the cone shape on the top, it should cover the non-painted part of your piece like that. Okay. We're going to use just some glue sticks today to save ourselves a little bit of time. And you're going to want to really apply quite a bit of glue to make this stick well today. And then wrap it up, press down and hold it for a little bit. And then I usually cut any extra off but leave a little bit of an edge there so that I can apply just an extra layer of glue to the edge. And just like anytime you glue, press down for a little bit, make sure that's nice and secure. And then we're going to do the same to apply our label. If you would like, you can grab a Sharpie and come up with a name for your crayon color that you made. If you have time, that's up to you. For mine, what would I like to call this? We're just going to be kind of generic and call it shocking orange or outrageous orange. I'm going to go with outrageous orange. So I would just write that under my label. And there is a crayon. If you have time, There is black paint at your tables too. While I did not want you to mix with the black paint to create a new color, I do want you to go ahead and use the black paint to just make that line at the edge of your label like crayons have. So it is just a line that goes around the edge, top and bottom of your label, just to make it look a little bit more authentic. So, line here. If you want to paint two, you can, or one. And line on the other side, and you are done. That's it. They need to go on the white shelf to dry today, but we will be able to take them home very soon. All right, guys, get to creating. There's your crayon.